welcome everybody into Spiritual Tarot. We are going to get November's energy, and yes, I already know that it's November 10th. I'm a little behind. I had to go do some traveling, had some work issues. And this month, I was going to wait till the end of the year, but to do 12 signs, 20, 30-minute readings, it takes a lot of work. And, basically, bottom line, it's a lot of the same energy. So what I've decided to do is just do a basic general energy for this month. We've had a lot of shifts happening, a lot of things falling away. And we're just going to do a general reading. It's going to, may resonate differently for everybody. Some it might be career, it might be internal, it might be relationships, however it resonates for you. And then at the end, we'll get a few tarot cards for each sign, okay? But for now, we're just going to ask Spirit and the universe to bring in the message and guidance that the collective needs to hear at this time, okay? So we're going to go ahead and start off with these Sacred Spirit Oracle cards, reading cards, and we're going to go ahead and see. So thank you for your support and guidance, Spirit and universe. Please bring us in the best message for the collective that we need to hear to grow into our higher self. Okay, so let's do this. All right. What is coming up for the collective? I hope you're all doing well. I know it's been heavy energy lately. It's been some difficult times. Let's go ahead and see what's coming up. For November 23. There's one just turned over already. So we do have Align Your Universe that's upright in this deck. So aligning our universe. I feel like a lot of us are trying to do that. Everything is just combobulated. It's a little crazy. And it says navigate your distractions. Yes. Staying focused. So let's see what else. It's very easy. I know I've had so many people you're trying to concentrate on, and this person over here, and it's like a lot of petty stuff. It's just too much. And we do have eternal union. New love is forming. So, when we shift into that higher self, we align with different people, right? So I feel like a lot of stuff is falling away, possibly even relationships, possibly even what we are seeing that we are deserving of. And on the bottom, we do have divine will. Yes, and it says let go of fear. So letting go of that fear, because we realize even sitting in that fear, we're getting a bunch of crap, basically, So, we're aligning our universe. We're navigating through these distractions. We are letting go of our fear so we can stay focused and go for what we deserve and what we want. No more of this BS, none of this anymore. And when that does, it brings in more eternal connections. So some of you might be aligning with someone that's higher vibration that you are more compatible with in that higher self being. So those are good energies. I love those. So we're going to go ahead and get this. I think this is called the Vintage Women Oracle. Vintage Wisdom Oracle. I got Divine Feminine on my mind. Go ahead and see what else comes up. What else? I get these big cards and my hands aren't that big. But we'll get through it. So let's see what is coming through with these Divine Wisdom cards. All right, so let's see what's coming out on this. Align your universe, navigate distractions. Grace, yes. So doing it with grace and dignity, A lot of times before, we would let our ego get the best of us and we'd get stressed and we'd cut somebody out, or we would sabotage ourselves or things like that. But this is navigating through, realizing now that the universe has our back. And those challenges and obstacles that are in our way, we're realizing, a lot of us, that they aren't meant to make us fail or bring us down. They are more to move things out of our way so we can get to those things that are aligning us. They are there to teach us lessons and to bring wisdom to us. So when we align our universe and we navigate through these distractions, we need to do it with grace. We're no longer going to create more drama. We're just going to, if somebody says the sky is green, yeah, it is. And let them go their merry way. Because we're seeing now that there's so many people that just want to argue with you about everything. And we're definitely seeing it on social media. You don't have to do anything with people not trying to pick a fight, start something, argue with you, say you mean this and you don't. So it's best just to agree to disagree and walk away. It creates more peace within you. It also makes you the bigger person, right? And then on the bottom, we have discernment. Yes, not revealing everything that we're doing, Because the more information we put out there, the more people we are going to have that want to create chaos and put us down and question our motives and put words in our mouth, right? So something's bugging me. My plant's like hanging over. Before it falls, I'll be right back. So I had a cloth because I watered them, and I don't know if the cat's out there, but it was slipping off, and the plant was like this much from the edge, ready to fall over. Okay, so let's go ahead and see about this eternal union. The eternal union. What's coming up with these vintage wisdom cards? Whoa. Well, we already have two cards wanted to come out. So that is eternal union, our dreams and gentleness. Yes. Gentleness, you know, again, this is keeping our emotions mastered. It's staying in that more divine feminine, more than the aggressive. You know, again, with grace, you know, we are going to attract more flies with sugar than we are going to with vinegar, right? So, and this could be a dream come true for you, like you never thought it would happen. And you might be visiting this person, you know, a lot of times when we have those connections from past lives that we are connected to on a deep level, at a soul level, we do have dreams where we meet in our dreams. So you could be really experiencing them. Let me move these little pumpkins over. Give me some room. So this eternal union, I really feel like you have been meeting in your dreams, and it's like this gentle, unconditional love kind of, well, you know, eternal love is, right? So there's this gentleness to it. And we do have playfulness. There's a little playfulness to this too. So it sounds like a lovely, beautiful connection. So if you feel like it's never going to happen, you shifting your vibration, shifting your energy, letting go of toxic relationships, no more playing that drama game, and taking ownership with grace and gentleness and integrity, that's what's going to do it, right? All right, so now we're going to go ahead and move these over. Let's go ahead and get into this divine will. Well, we have playfulness for that, divine will, but we're going to go ahead and get one for the divine will. So for divine will, we do have gratitude. Yes, definitely. This is gratitude for the things you have. When we shift into feeling blessed for what we do have, and we don't focus on I just put out a short on this. If we don't focus on all the negative things and what we don't have, and we are grateful for the things we had, even like it said, like, you know, friends that no longer serve us, a car that we used to want, a job that we really wanted at one time, but now we've outgrown it. We still have that gratitude for having that experience and having that in our life. So divine will, let go of fear, be grateful for things, even the lessons, even the hard times, even the obstacles. It's very important to remain that way. The universe loves a grateful heart, and it loves a playful heart that came out earlier. And we do have guardian angel on the bottom. So you are being guided by your guardian angel. This is divine will. You're being guided that way, but you have to soften and tap into that higher self to be able to hear the messages, okay? All right. So now we're going to go ahead and let's get, before we move on to our tarot, let's get these cards. And I'm trying to tell you guys the cards today, but I don't know if I have the box over here. I think these are the LQ cards. So let's go ahead and see what's coming up with the LQ cards. All right. This is for the collective message. So what's best to hear for this collective message? So this might be a little shadowy, but you know, we can't deny it. We have to face it. How can we change it if we don't, right? So with this align your universe in grace, let's see what's coming up. Which card is coming out for this? Okay. So we have she who prepares, zenith, formulate, strategize, and devise. So, you know, aligning our universe, of course, it takes a lot of formulation, a lot of strategy, right? And improvise. We have to, you know, we can't always expect to have control of how everything's going to go. It's not. We should know that in life. Things just don't go as planned. So we have to be able to go with the flow, adjust our sails so we can get farther. Okay? And then we're going to go ahead and get this eternal union with the dreams and gentleness. Oh, what was on the bottom? She who surrenders. Yeah, see? Aligning our universe, we have to surrender. We can't fight it. We can't try to control it. It's just, that's how it is. We cannot do it. The only thing we're doing that way is blocking ourselves. So let's go ahead and see what's coming up with this. And I really feel like with all these eclipses and planetary retrogrades, and it's really shifted the energy, and I'm sure a lot of us can feel it, and we're kind of accepting things as they are now. So with this dreams, gentleness, and internal union, we have she who flies, Volaris, dare, do, and reach. Yeah. So, you know, of course, when we let go of our fears, you know, and we go with the flow and we accept what our life is supposed to be as we are working on it and raising our vibration, we're going to fly. We're going to reach for those stars. We're going to actually get to those stars, right? We've had a lot of misses, but we've almost been there, and now we're getting there. She who surrenders, Astafania, chains, bondage, and release. Yes, releasing all those chains and those traps and those bondage and those sabotaging ways of ourselves, those old patterns of belief. We're letting go of that. And once we do, we can stand in that higher vibration, our higher self, and we raise our vibration, and we meet up with people that are more in our vibration, more of our soul level than the ego mind level, right? Okay, so the last one, the divine will. Let's get that one for that. We have to accept that things happen the way they were supposed to, but it was for lessons and strength. You know, we wouldn't be where we are if we hadn't went through those. So we do have she who avenges, nemesis, revenge, outcomes, and justice. So what I feel like this is with the divine will, those things you were meant to experience, but it made you know your worth. It made you know that you don't want to deal with that anymore. It made you want to raise your vibration and have that abundance that you so deserve. But what it is saying, whoever is a nemesis to you, whoever has kind of hexed you, maybe not literally, but, you know, did bad karma to you, you don't have to worry about that. It's time to release that. There's no more revenge, no more out to get justice, what's not fair, because the universe takes care of that. The universe, you might not see it, but it's going to take care of it, because it knows what's inside of us and what our higher self says. We have our compass within, and we don't want to veer off from that compass to go get revenge on somebody that did something to us, or hold that grudge that we're not going to move forward. We're going to stay stuck in that hate and that negative energy. We have to let the universe take care of that. Okay? You just take the lessons and the strength and knowing your worth and move forward. You know, there's no better revenge than you to do better, right? You ever see that? Like, if you ever had somebody that left you or dumped you or ghosted you, or maybe you have, and you see somebody is doing fine without you, or you're doing fine and they see it, there's no better revenge, right? So that's that answer for that. She who begins, primavera, launch, actualize, and potential. Yes. So when we let go of that trying to get back at somebody, or that revenge, or that bitterness, or what happened to us like last week, last month, 2 years ago, whatever it is, then we can launch and actually do that flying and reach those stars, right? We can manage that, right? So that's that one. Now we are going to get into, we're going to see what some triggers are. And what is these now? Let me get that out of there. Some triggers and a true statement with these essential oil cards. And then we'll get into the tarot. So I feel like a lot of you are on the verge of this. If there's somebody that's recently hurt you, I feel like the universe is saying now, it's best just to move forward. Yes, do the healing, but don't pine, seek revenge, stalk them out, wait for them to come back. It's going to hold you back. Okay, so we have independence. There we go. And it's pedigree. And the trigger statement is, I am just like my mother or father. So bottom line, a lot of you might be taking on old patterns that don't work from your mother or father. And that's something we have to release. We have to work on these bad habits or bad behaviors that we have grown up with that are like a part of us now. We have to wipe that out. So that's something that we have to now work on, our healing. So we've done a lot of healing. We've isolated ourselves, especially through COVID times. We've maybe learned new skills. We've worked on ourselves. We've done self-help, things like that. We've known what we want, what we've had to experience. But now it is time to, if you have anything that you notice that you're being toxic behavior, an old pattern of behavior that isn't working, because what that's do is going to recycle something, the same thing back over and over if we don't break that cycle. So if you still notice you're hanging on some traits of your father or mother, or you're making an excuse of, this is just how I am because that's how I was raised, or this is just how I am, I'm just like my mother, that's no more excuse. The universe is saying this is no more an excuse. You're an adult now. You have the opportunity to break that habit, break that pattern. Be the one that breaks that pattern in your ancestral line. Okay? And then it says, the true statement, I am free to choose. Yes, we all have free will. We all have free choice. And it says, you are ready to break free of the conditioning that has bound you so that you may continue your journey of healing and growth. Yep, so there might be still a little scattered pieces in there where we're just like passing it off like, that's just how I was raised. I can't change it. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. And it's coming with the aligning with the universe. So you might be blocking your manifestation because you're not aligning with the universe, because you're making excuses about how you were raised or brought up. Yep. Okay. So now we're going to get one for this eternal union. And, you know, with that one, the aligning with the universe, we do have she who prepares. You've had a lot of preparation. No more excuses, right? So now for the eternal flame, we have lemon with clarity. And the trigger statement is, I am so confused. And the true statement is, I am present. Allow your mind to clear and let the noise of your thoughts fall away. Listen to your intuition. So if any of you are holding on to, I'm a little afraid because, you know, somebody ghosted me, or somebody left me, or somebody cheated on me, and you have that in your head that that's going to happen again. You're kind of creating that. You have to let it go. It's time to clear that out. It's over. You're not the same person that you were back then. It's time to move forward. And then we have awaken, ylang lang, with I don't know what to do is the trigger statement. Listen to your intuition. Listen to your intuition. It's telling you. Listen to your guides. It's telling you. You got to clear that overthinking and that fear out of your mind. And then, or anybody else that might be telling you crap. Like we just said, we have to clear that out. And then the true statement is every moment is a new opportunity. It most likely is. And it says, take time today to engage your senses and create. The tension that has been dividing your head and your heart is leaving. There you go. Yes. All right. Balance head and heart. Spirit. All right. Oh, and let's get one for this last one over here. This divine will. Okay, so now we have harmony. Love it. With the divine will, we have harmony. Let go of fear. The trigger statement is, I am boiling over. We have to control our emotions. We can't get angry. We can't get scared. We can't get anxious. We have to focus. And yes, those things happen, but we just have to recenter ourselves and focus. And it's topical. I forgot to tell you. True statement is, I allow myself to feel. Yes, most definitely we have to feel those feelings, but we just got to master them, you know? Don't go out there searching for somebody to explode on, or let everybody trigger you to the point where you're an emotional mess or they call you crazy. You know, step back, get yourself together, feel those emotions, heal from them, you know, cry it out, whatever you need to do, punch a pillow, whatever you need to do. Even get a little thing that you can just use as a punching bag or something. And it says, give yourself space to decompress and take time to nurture your body, mind, and spirit. Allow emotions to surface and release. Yes, but don't go out there searching for other people, and don't let people that trigger you create you to be the crazy one, right? Because bottom line, people will turn that on you in a heartbeat. Now we have hope with Helicithurum. I will forget is the trigger statement, and the true statement is, I open my heart. Release the suffering and take another step forward, sweet one. With each step, you will see more light and healing. Yes, there you go. All right, and this is green like that heart chakra. So do some heart chakras healing, meditation, even if you have to, even therapy, whatever you need to do. So, you know, it's time to release that. Purge, do some purging. Cleansing, whatever you need to do. All right. And definitely take care of your body, because that will have an effect on your mindset. So watch who you surround yourself with and put your situations in. Yeah, definitely, most definitely. So let's get some tarot, and then we're going to go ahead and get each sign. All right, so let's get some tarot on these and see what the message is with these. King of Pentacles is on the bottom. Grounded yourself, definitely. We have the Ten of Cups. Emotional fulfillment, emotional happiness. This is what we're striving for. Page of Cups. Wow, a lot of emotions here. Ace of Swords, new beginning, clarity coming in, a revelation. Page of Cups is somebody that goes after and looks for their fulfillment. What's going to make you happy? What's going to fulfill you? Filling your own cup, right? Learning to master those emotions. And we have the Prince of Pentacles. So, Prince of Pentacles, again, this is what we're striving for. We want to obtain this Ten of Cups. We want to be emotionally fulfilled and happy. But we have to within ourselves before we can go out and find that eternal union. We can't expect someone else to fill all of our cups. We can't. We have to do it ourselves. And then that's an extra bonus. They have their cups filled, we have ours filled, and then we come together, and it's an eternal, beautiful union. So, filling our own cups. So this is, that new beginning. Finding what's going to fulfill you. We don't search for it in other people. We don't search for it in what people tell us what we need or what they say to us. And the Prince of Pentacles is, searching for that groundedness too. So I feel like the message here today is if there's something from your past that's still holding you back or creating some kind of negativity within you, pain, self-criticism, making excuses like I'm just like my mother, I'm never going to change, you're going to stay stuck. So this is saying to fill all of your cups. You must start that beginning and stop denying things and face the truth and start working on that, filling your cup. What's going to fulfill you, not worrying about what everybody else says or does. Avoid the drama and ground yourself. Ground and center yourself. Bottom line, center your mind, body, and spirit. It has to all be in alignment. And then on the bottom, we have the Princess of Swords. So we have a lot of prince and princesses here in pages. So Princess of Swords, again, with that clarity. We had clarity twice. So we have a lot of emotions and clarity. Mind and body. Yes, mind and heart. I'm sorry. Mind and heart have got to be balanced. They have to be balanced. So you might want to do some root chakra and some heart chakra. All the chakras basically, but definitely the root chakra and heart chakra. You might want to work on those, listen to some frequencies, eat the foods that are green and red, things like that. That might help you, okay? Maybe go to a Reiki healer, but those are the energies for that. Now we are going to go ahead and get a card. Oh, wait, let me do one more. Close this collective reading with a Secret Garden card. Then we're going to get into each sign. So we have move. A rolling stone gathers no moss. Yes, it's time to move. You've been stuck for so long with the old patterns of belief and the thoughts and the self-criticism and what people said. It's time to move. Yeah, like a rolling stone with no direction home. That's an old song. I'm dating myself. But that's the message there. And then we have self-care. There you go. Tend to your own garden. Yep. Definitely, that's the message today. Aligning that heart and headspace, letting go of all the things that don't serve you no more, and it's time to stop making excuses and get moving. All right, so now we are going to go ahead. Let me just put these back real quick. We're going to go ahead and get into each sign, okay? So what I'm going to do with the signs, we are in Scorpio, so we'll start with Scorpio. Let me move these out of the way. I am going to get the Soul Journey card, Essential Oil card, and then we're going to get some tarot for each sign. So let's start with Scorpio. With this added message of balancing our heart and mind, letting go of things that no longer serve us, old patterns of behavior and belief. No more excuses. Let's see, Scorpio. Scorpio. For my Scorpio friends. Whoop, there we go. So we have success. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. So once we have ourselves balanced out and fill our own cup, it's much easier to give love to other people. It's very hard to put love out there because it's going to be distorted. Is it really love? You know what I mean? Everybody always blames love for being terrible, but it's not the love that's terrible. It's the toxic patterns and the toxic people and things like that. So success to love. So definitely, Scorpio, you know, if you balance that heart and mind space and you balance yourself and stay focused and let go of all that stuff that you've been holding on to that hasn't worked and repeated that cycle, you're definitely going to be abundant and in your highest self and connect with that eternal union. So let's go ahead. Oh, I wanted to get... Okay, let's go ahead and get an essential oil card. Essential oil card for Scorpio. We're going to see what a trigger is and what a true statement is for you. Oh, wow. We have balance. Lavender. Okay, so you might want to use some lavender essential oil. But we have the trigger statement for you, Scorpio. No one understands me. Don't we all feel like that sometimes? There is always going to be somebody that doesn't understand you. And what we want to do is raise our vibration so we can connect to the people that do understand us or support our uniqueness and our authenticity. So the true statement is, I ask for what I need. And that is another thing too. I have a Scorpio sun, and sometimes it's so hard to read him because he is very closed off. He doesn't express stuff that much, and it's very hard to get anything out of him. So there's a lot of miscommunication just because he won't say, because he might be afraid we might judge him. I don't know what it is. Maybe he's afraid to show his feelings. But whatever it is, remain that mystery of that Scorpio. But whatever it is, if you express yourself in that, graceful, gentle way, clearly, I know it's really hard now because some people don't want to still hear you, but to the right people, then you're going to connect better and get your needs across. This says, from a place of love, you need to stand up and speak your truth. What you wish for is what the universe wishes for you. Okay, Scorpio, so let's go ahead and get a couple cards, a couple tarot cards for you. So we have the Hierophant and the Ace of Swords. Same cards again. Ace of Swords. There's going to be some kind of revelation, some breakthrough, some clarity. And this is about our, the institutions or traditions and things like that. So there could be some energy with you in a family, a schooling, a church, even a workplace, that there's some kind of miscommunication. And it could be that you need to speak clearly and speak up, Scorpio, okay? And do it from that place of love and gentleness and clarity and grace, okay? Because people aren't going to know. There's going to be a lot of frustration, a little conflict if we don't have that communication clear, all right? So that's that one card. Let's see what else is coming up. The Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, so it could be work-related. This also could be a skill that you need to work on, Scorpio. It might be very hard. It is very hard to express ourselves and be vulnerable sometimes. So it could be a skill that you need to work on. Again, with the Hierophant and the Eight of Pentacles. I'm sorry, that's the Six of Pentacles. For some reason that needed to come out. Six of Pentacles is that balance. So again, there needs to be some balance. So I feel like there's some miscommunication. It might be off balance about how much information you're putting out there. So giving and receiving. So you could be the type that is either giving too much and, not stating that, hey, I need some, to receive some things back as well. So I feel like there's a break in the giving and receiving. Somebody's giving too much information, somebody's receiving too much information, and the other it's off balance. So there needs to be some energy here, okay? So let's go ahead, and then we have the Eight of Wands on the bottom. This is taking action. So this is something that the universe and spirit are telling you. This needs to be resolved, and you need to take action on this now, okay? Because I feel like it's just, making things challenging, and it's maybe causing some frustration and some... Yeah, Six of Swords. It could also be that you need to move away from this situation, and you need to make that clear that you're moving away from this because it's too much drama, too much chaos, too much turbulence. And it might be a little bittersweet, but sometimes that's what we have to do. We do have the Knight of Coins on the bottom. This is the Knight of Pentacles, who is, this is having a methodical, planned out approach. So there could be something that you need to move away from, but you need to state that clearly and with grace and dignity. But you know, also planning things out, you know, plan ahead before you just like walk out of a job. You know what I'm saying? If it's that. So let's go ahead and get you a Secret Garden card, and then we'll move on to Sagittarius. Self-care, wow, tend to your own garden. So I feel like a lot of you, Scorpio, there's something that maybe you're taking advantage of. You're not speaking up, so people are just assuming you're okay with it, or they don't even care because you're not saying anything. So this is about speaking up, you know, making things clear about how you feel. And it might be time to move away from something that's taking advantage of you, whether that's a job, a relationship, whatever it is. Could even be family. Unfortunately, not all of us have the best families, and, you know, we might be taken advantage of. Hopefully it will stop that. Sometimes we just have to break that connection. So that is yours, Scorpio. So let's go ahead and get into Sagittarius. Okay, so Sagittarius, what is added to this? Balancing our heart and our headspace, as well as letting go of old patterns of beliefs that we have carried with us. You know, letting go of that ancestral line that's toxic. So let's go ahead and see. What is coming up for Sagittarius, please? For this month of November. How is it affecting you directly? So we have honesty and love on the bottom. Honesty, I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. So it's kind of taking ownership, you know, being honest with yourself as well. Sometimes we don't want to see our own faults. So, you know, it's easier to, like, we want to be perfect. We don't want to, like, admit that we're wrong about something. But that's the first step to changing something, right? In love, it says, I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. So, you know, not pointing the finger at somebody else, you know, like, again, that's from my mother. I can't help it. She just did that to me. Once we're an adult, we have the choice to make changes, right? We can't make excuses for other people anymore. So let's go ahead and get a LQ card. Oh, not LQ. I'm sorry. Let's get a essential oil card. So this has a trigger statement and a true statement. So we have foundation, birch. So again, that groundedness that I was speaking of earlier. And the trigger statement is, I am rejected. So a lot of times we don't want to see fault in ourselves, because then that might create some reason for somebody to reject us. But someone that truly loves us unconditionally is going to love you, faults and all. And that's the kind of people you want in your corner. That's what's going to make you stable, right? And the true statement is, I am accepted. So being accepted, you have to accept yourself first and foremost. And if other people don't want to accept you, that is their issue. You have nothing to do with that. But you can't change your life or make excuses to fit somebody else's mold. And it says, you have the strength to stand firm in your decision. Honor your feelings and pursue the path that you are being called to. So, like that birch tree, stand strong. Be honest, right? All right, so this could be to do with something with a connection, because we do have connection on the bottom. So let's go ahead and get a few tarot cards for you. Okay, so we have, change. Interesting. Two of Pentacles. We have change. So this is, the Two of Pentacles is like juggling. So I almost feel like it could be, and I'm not trying to put you down, but we do have to admit things that happen, and we all do it sometimes. We be one way, and then if somebody else comes in, we're another way. We're juggling. We're putting on a mask. We're shifting it. This is changing that. Being who you are, no matter who's around you. You know, you don't have to have people accept you, except for who you are. And if they can't do that, that's their prerogative. But let them move forward. You can't change your life and your purpose and your pathway to fit everybody's mold. Okay, so let's see what else is coming up. Which doesn't sound like a Sagittarius. So if that is the case, it might be something else in a wound. It could be another placement of your birth sign, you know, something. So let's see what else is coming up. We have the Two of Cups now. Okay, so this could be with connections, friends, relationships, a balance. You know, I kind of feel like you don't want to stir the pot. So you just say whatever they want to hear, kind of, you know, to remain in that harmonious balance. But let's see what else. So this could be a relationship that you're kind of biting your tongue, you know, saying what they want to hear, even though it's not the truth for you. And then we have the Nine of Wands. Yes, this is persevering, going through a lot of difficult things. So it looks like whatever the situation is, you have went through a lot, Sagittarius. And it might be time to realize, like, if someone's not going to accept you for who you are, and you have to be somebody else that you're not or pretend to be, it might be time to move away from that. You know, if it's not keeping you at inner peace, it might be time. Okay? So we do have the King of Swords on the bottom. This is somebody that's very logical, very clear. So it might be time to step into that. Okay? All right. So let's get your Secret Garden card. Oh my gosh. Everybody keeps getting this self-care. Tend to your own garden. Yes. We have to fill our own cup. We have to tend to our own garden. We can't try to tend our garden and fill our cup for somebody else. It's never going to work. Okay? So that is your message. So now we're into Capricorn. Okay, Capricorn, let's get it. I have the house to myself, so I'm trying to get it squeezed in. Let's see, Capricorn, what is the message for you? How's it extended for you? Let's see. All right, this one. Love. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. Well, that's beautiful. Yes, we must have that balance to be able to, you know, love unconditionally. We have to fill our own cup, of course. So there's something about love. It could be a relationship. It could be about, there's all kinds of love. So I hate that people put that love is just relationships. We have all kinds of love in our life. We have the love of our children, our friends, our family members, our parents, our pets even. So, and we can even have love of strangers. And we do have forgiveness on here too. So there could be something about forgiveness with you too. You know, we have to forgive not only to mend relationships, but also to have inner peace for ourselves. So even if we don't hook back up with people, you know, we need to have that forgiveness within us. Okay? So let's go ahead and get the essential oil card. Let's see what else is coming out for you, Capricorn. Okay, so we have Cassia, and it's confidence. And the trigger statement is, I can't do that. And the true statement is, I am light. Step forward and be the bright light that you are. Serve your purpose to the world by sharing your amazing gifts. No offense, but you are an earth sign and you guys can be kind of stubborn. I know my daughter is not, she's a Capricorn and I have a Virgo too. But she is not very flexible. You know, she's pretty easygoing, but when she gets hell-bent on something, she's stuck on it. It's very hard to convince her otherwise. And we have aligned too. So, you know, having that confidence to be aligned and moving forward. So let's go ahead and get a few tarot cards for you, Capricorn. So I feel like for you guys, it could be a relationship. Could be, you know, where you might be need to have a little more flexibility. It might be like that old pattern of belief, that how we were raised. Could be something with that. It could be from a past relationship. We do have the Six of Cups, so there we go. There's that nostalgia coming in. You know, so memories. So I feel like you might be holding on to something from your past and, you know, not being able to move forward. Five of Cups, disappointment. So I feel like it's some past disappointment regarding a relationship that might be not allowing you to be confident enough to move forward or be vulnerable here, Capricorn. But let's see. The Chariot, it could have been with a Cancer. It doesn't have to be, but this is that willpower and determination. I kind of get a little bit of stubbornness as well. Three of Coins is that Three of Pentacles. This is a skill that you need to work on, Capricorn. You know, we can't judge our people from our past as people in our future. You know, we can, you know, set healthy boundaries. We can watch out for red flags, but we can't, you know, block ourselves off completely. This is too many. We do have the Star though, so there could be some healing needed as well. And Four of Wands was stability. Let's just get one. Okay, so we have the Lovers, yeah. So this could be a Gemini card, but this bottom line is a connection. So there could be some connection where you need to fill your own cup first, and let go of that past heartbreak and open up to be a little more vulnerable. You know, you learn the lessons, you're stronger than you think, and you can get through this, okay? So let's go ahead and get a Secret Garden card. Okay, we have opportunity. There's no use looking for luck. It arrives at unexpected times. So this too could be, if you're out there searching for love, that's where you least find, you're going to find somebody that might not be aligned to you. You're going to know more settling because it might be out of desperation. So the universe works in our favor. Sometimes when we least expect it is when miracles happen. So that is your message, Capricorn. All right, let me get these cards lined up and then we'll get into Aquarius. Aquarius, let's see what this extension for you is. What is this for? For Aquarius, my friends, Aquarius. Ooh, whoa. Getting excited there, are you, Aquarius? I know. Okay, so we have love. This is what Capricorn just had too. So this could be regarding a connection, but there's many forms of love. So this says, I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. So I feel like there could be a jadedness from a past situation or from how we were raised or something like that. And you might not even be aware of it. It could be something subconsciously that you get triggered and it happens. There is health. I will honor the physical vessel and enshrines my soul. So it could have been something where, you know, it affected your health. Somebody said something that hurt something about your body or your appearance or your health or something like that. Doesn't have to be, but could be something that, but it could also be saying that the anger or the bitterness or the stress you're hanging on to this could be affecting your health. So let's go ahead and see. We have awareness with sandalwood. The trigger statement is, I never get what I want. And the true statement is, I am a powerful creator. Listen to your inner voice, release your ideas of the outcome you wish to see, and trust that you're aligned with the universe. So it could be what you're thinking. You know, whatever we think is what we put out there, is what we have externally. So be aware of what you are saying to yourself, those critical thoughts that you might be saying, or putting yourself down or anything like that. So let's get some tarot cards. Okay, so we have the Eight of Wands, but it's reversed. So I feel for some of you, this is about taking action, but you're kind of sitting on the fence and not taking action. We do have the Four of Cups on the bottom. So it looks like there might be an opportunity coming to you, but because of this belief system or that critical thinking, you might be having someone that is flirting with you, putting themselves out there. That might be a good connection with you, but you are dismissing it. You're not taking any action. It might be right in your face, but you're not aware of it. Something like that. So let's go ahead and see what else is coming up. So I feel like there could be an opportunity right there, and you're either disregarding it or not aware of it because of something from your past that's making you think down on yourself or something like that. Yes, and this is a burden here. This is about mastering those emotions, you know, from past heartbreak, past hurts, feeling afraid to put ourselves out there, something like that. So let's go ahead. This is about mastering our emotions though, okay? You know, I feel like with that balance of the heart and the head, you might be all up in your head, Aquarius, and you are an air sign, so very logical. Okay, and we have the Queen of Pentacles with the Chariot. So this is our willpower and determination. It also could be a Cancer sign. And we have the Queen of Pentacles, who is somebody that, you know, takes care of the house, works, all that. So, you know, very grounded and balanced and practical. So there needs to be this energy of, you know, assertion, but also being practical and down to earth and balanced. But I feel like the main thing is whatever happened to you in the past, you might be taking it still personally and not completely healed from that. And that might be something that you need to do. So let's go ahead and get a Secret Garden card for you. So we have move. A rolling stone gathers no moss. So yes, that's that Eight of Wands, taking action. So something here is asking you to take action. Just put yourself out there, Aquarius, okay? And get moving. Put yourself, if it's dating or something like that, put yourself back out there, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and get into Pisces. Let me get these cards. Pisces, let's get these soul journey cards for you. I didn't light my candle back up. All right. So we have patience, and then on the bottom we have freedom. Interesting. So patience says, I accept that everything happens in divine order. So you might be trying to rush things, push things forward. This is about freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. So bottom line here, Pisces, and it's not to put you down or anything like that, but I kind of feel like you might be feeling like you need a relationship to feel valid. Because we have patience, like maybe you're pushing for a relationship, you know, and I get it in a way, because being a female, a lot of people are like, why aren't you in a relationship? Let me hook you up with somebody. I'm like, I'm perfectly fine. I want to be on my own right now. I don't need to be in a relationship. If it happens, good. I'll be happy for it, but I'm not going to push for one. I don't need one, right? So this is also that freedom of the power and the free will to create your own happiness. So something here might be saying, you know, to enjoy your own self for a while, you know, your own company. Okay, so let's see what else is coming up. Let's get the essential oil card. So, you know, some of you out there might be hopping from relationship to relationship with no time to heal or figure out your self-worth or even get to know yourself, you know. So yeah, we have foundation with the birch, and it says my trigger statement is I am rejected. Yeah, see? So feeling like maybe you're not good enough. I have to be in a relationship or I'm not good enough. You know, I'm not sexy enough. I'm not feminine enough. Whatever it is. I'm not man enough. Whatever the situation is. It might be that critical little thought in your mind or something that maybe people around you are telling you. And we got to break free of that. And true statement, I am accepted. You have the strength to stand firm in your decision, honor your feelings, and pursue the path you are feeling called to. And on the bottom, we have nourishment, grapefruit. And it says, your energetic body needs nourishment to begin to discern physical hunger from spiritual hunger. So, you know, again, that self-care, nourishing yourself. So it might be time right now to do some self-care and do some healing. And then, you know, the universe with that divine will bring the right person to you. Okay, when it's divine timing, it comes in. All right, so let's get some tarot. It's interesting. Everybody's is a little different. That's good. I like this style. Let me know if you guys do. Okay, so we have the Queen of Wands. See, this is somebody that doesn't care what people think. They're going to do them, right? Confident, courageous. She is down to earth and compassionate and passionate, but she does her own thing, and she's happy with that. 10 of Pentacles, abundance. That's going to bring your abundance in, to do you for a little while, to figure out what's going to make you happy without somebody else trying. You know, we can't have other people, we can't put the expectation of other people to make us happy. You know, we're going to be sadly disappointed. And, you know, they will feel a little bitter from it too, if we're trying to make them make us happy all the time. We do have strength, so it could be a Leo coming in, but this is saying that you do have that strength that you need. Okay? And then we have it with the 9 of Coins. So this is that independent card again. So I really feel like the universe and spirit are guiding you to take a little time out for your own self, independent. And, you know, do things you enjoy. Tap into some creative thing you like to do, or join a class, or whatever it is you love to do. Do self-care. Just spend quality time. The stress of the world, sometimes it's just nice to just have, quiet time. So let's get the last one here. Last tarot. Seven of Swords. Yeah, see, look. This is about tricking, deceiving, lying, manipulating. So I feel like if you keep jumping from relationship to relationship with no pause or no healing or no time to fill your own cup, you're going to end up with this. And you might be a cycle that you're ending up with these bad relationships. People that are, you know, have addictions, or they're ghosting, or they're cheating, you know, or they just aren't healed themselves and they're just a hot mess. So be careful with that, because you're a very caring, loving, giving sign. The Pisces I know are very like that. But they can be, you know, make you codependent and, you know, trying to take care of someone else over your own health, you know. So be careful with that. We do have the Hierophant, so it could be a Taurus. But this, again, could be from your family beliefs, your traditions, what you were raised in, things around you, structures, things like that. All right, so let's go ahead and close yours with a Secret Garden card. So we have Serenity. Value quiet days with only the rustling leaves breaking the silence. Yes, again, it's telling you to have that silence, you know, time to yourself, things like that. Okay, so that's yours, Pisces. So let me get these cards back in order. Aries, we're going to just get a little couple shuffles here. All right, Aries, let's get your card. All right, Aries, how is this balancing of the mind and heart, or letting go of past behavior, belief systems from our past that don't serve us? What's coming in for you, Aries? So we have self-esteem, and it says, I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. So having that confidence, you know, you are a very independent, confident sign. We know that, right? And you radiate confidence. But deep down, Aries, we know you have a soft heart and things get to you too. So it could be something from, you know, the way you were raised. Maybe you weren't felt good enough, or you felt like this rejection or abandonment issues or whatever it is. Even from past relationships, it could have damaged or caused some damage to your self-esteem. And as much as you want to put on that brave front, Aries, we know you have that soft heart. So we do have friendship on the bottom. So it could have been somebody that you thought was a really good friend that betrayed you. It says, I understand that a friend in my life is for a reason. So realizing, again, you know, the universe is telling you, yes, we're sorry this happened to you. You didn't deserve it. But sometimes it is for a lesson to know your worth, to raise your self-esteem, Aries, okay? So let's go ahead and get an essential oil card. Okay. So we have detoxification and digestive. So that's interesting. So one is cleansing, the detoxification. So you might need to do that, Aries, to clear out some negative energy that's kind of stuck to you. It could be about energy vampires that are clinging to you, whatever it is, vibes. So, or even some cord cutting. But the trigger statement is, I will never change. And the true statement is, in each moment, I am a new me. So Aries, for a lot of you, I feel like you might be carrying, like somebody maybe labeled you in the past, because, you know, sometimes Aries can be blunt and in people's face, that you feel like that's kind of that stereotype or reputation is going to stick with you forever. And that's not the case, Aries. I know I've changed as I gotten older, and you can change every day. So if those people want to believe that, that's their little pea brain. Don't let that affect you. Those are not the right people for you. You can change anytime. And if you need to, you can even move and start over. I mean, I know it's that's very hard, but you can. And this says you are supported as you release habits and limiting patterns that are not serving your honest good. So don't hold on to something that's a bad way of being, behavior, addiction, habit, whatever it is, just because you think, I'm always going to be labeled this way, so I'm just going to stay that way. You know within who you are, Aries, okay? And then we have digestive, which is processing. The trigger statement is, I am so worried. And the true statement is, I have the solution. Slowing down and listening to your inner voice will provide you with a direction and purpose. And, you know, Aries, you might feel like you've made mistakes in the past, and maybe that's what's, you know, you're afraid to move forward, or you don't have that confidence enough that it won't happen again. But, you know, we are all going through on a learning journey. We all make mistakes. So don't beat yourself up for that, okay? Okay, so let's get, we got the essential oil. Let's go ahead and get some tarot. So we have the Knight of Cups. Yes, see, wearing your heart on your sleeve, Aries. I told you, you're a softie underneath. You put on that brave front, and you are strong and very brave, but, you know, and that pioneer, but you do have that soft heart underneath. You know, you're very romantic. You're, you know, see the beauty in things. So, you know, don't try to hide that, Aries, you know. Don't try to be tougher than what you are, okay? And we do have that King of Swords, which is very logical. So you're very logical. You have a good balance of that heart and mind, Aries, but you do kind of let things get you triggered. So, and you know, you try to have things fair. So you're like that warrior. So we need to calm that down a little bit, okay? And you know, sometimes we use it for our own protection. We have anger. We get angry because we're really hurt. So we have to start controlling that a little, Aries, okay? Let's see what else. Oops, I turned it wrong. Five of Cups. Yes, you know, the universe and Spirit are acknowledging that, yes, you've had a lot of past disappointments, but it's time to Stop focusing on the disappointments and move towards the things that you do have. Practice gratitude every day. Get a gratitude journal, something like that, okay? Try to find the good things out of the bad, you know? Or appreciate the good things because of what bad things have happened and move forward. We do have the Seven of Pentacles too. So this is, you know, that defensive, this is our intentions, like setting our intentions. So this is time to focus on planting seeds and intentions for the future and letting go of the past, Aries, okay? You know, what's done is done. Holding on to it's not going to change things. So move forward, okay? But it's funny that I said like Seven of Wands, that defensiveness, because, you know, we can be a little bit like that too. We do have the King of Cups, so mastering our emotions, and the Star, reaching for all our dreams and hopes and wishes. It's right there, but we just need to master our emotions a little bit and let go of things that have hurt us from the past, Aries, okay? You know, you are good enough, you know. You are not your past. It's time to move forward. And this is our dreams and wishes coming through and stars aligning, but it's also healing. So there's never give up hope, Aries, okay? So let's get your Secret Garden card. Generosity. Sow seeds of kindness. So you're usually pretty kind, Aries, but, you know, it might be time to focus more, you know, focus on yourself, definitely. You know, we have to fill our own cup and do self-care. But sometimes it benefits us a lot to be of service to others. Give to others, you know, and it is a good time. Thanksgiving, you know, Christmas. So it might be time to maybe do that, and that might get you out of that a little bit. So that is yours, Aries. So now we are getting into... what's that for Aries? Taurus. Taurus. I almost forgot there for a minute. All right, Taurus. Let me get these all back up there. Taurus. Balancing that heart and mind. Letting go of old behaviors. Surrender. I can release my need to control. So do you have an issue with controlling things or having things under your control and get freaked out if they don't? Whatever it is, it could be affecting your health, you know, trying to force things, control things, freaking out, you know, frustration can definitely cause that stress that can cause a lot of health problems, okay? So be careful of that, be aware of that, okay? Taurus, so let's go ahead, and you do have that stubborn streak to you, so it might be time to, you know, release that a little bit. Release that control a little bit. So let's get the essential oil card. We have Neroli, unity, and the trigger statement is I am unstable, and the true statement is I am aware. You are strengthening the connection between your energetic and physical bodies to help you manifest your goals. So I love that you're strengthening the connection between your energetic and physical bodies. Then we had that health, and then it's also the mind and the heart. Beautiful. And then we have oregano, which resonance on the bottom. Okay? So find something that resonates with you to maybe de-stress, to help you go more with the flow instead of controlling things and being so stubborn, Taurus, because it could be affecting your health. It could be affecting your relationships. Just, you know, however it resonates for you. Let's see what's coming up for the tarot. Okay, that's too many. We have the Hanged Man, seeing things in a different perspective, seeing the bigger picture. And on the bottom, we have the Four of Pentacles. So this is a little bit of, you know, kind of giving and receiving back. You know, not holding on to things too tightly, not trying to be in control of things too much. All right, so there's something about trying to control things too much that you can't control. You know, if you can't control it, it's out of your hands. Let it be out of your head too. Ace of Wands, a new beginning that's something either spiritual or passionate about, or something that you can be creative with. And we have the Page of Coins on the bottom. This will bring in some stability, okay? Start some kind of hobby that's going to de-stress you a little bit and make you give up control a little bit. Whatever that is, music, painting, writing, whatever. Maybe even journaling. Okay, we have the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, it looks like you're juggling a lot here. And we do have the King of Wands, somebody that's very passionate. And and, you know, a kind of a leader, authority figure. So, you know, there might be something that you need to prioritize or let go of or delegate to. Okay, Taurus, let's go ahead and get your Secret Garden card. So we have forgiveness. The crushed flower still gives off a sweet scent. So again, we have forgiveness. Somebody else got this. This is, if we hold on to a revenge or anger from somebody that did something to us, bottom line, it's going to hurt us. It's going to cause us stress. It's going to affect our health. So even if you don't even get back with this person, or this person never gives you an apology, or whatever the situation is, it's time to forgive for yourself so you can have that inner peace and move forward and staying stuck in that bitterness. Okay, so that is yours, Taurus. Okay, Gemini, let's see how this collective message plays into you. Let's see what's coming up for my gems. Okay, we have grief. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. So there could be a loss here that's got you kind of all discombobulated or needing some healing. You know, maybe not be able to move forward or repeating a cycle here. There's grief. But, you know, if we always had just good things, it's true. We wouldn't appreciate the good things. We wouldn't appreciate them because we've never experienced the bad things. So there is some kind of humor here. So you could be trying to make it out as humorous because you are kind of a joking kind of sign. But it just says, I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. So, you know, not getting too deep in it, not taking things personally, knowing that, you know, it was a lesson learned. It's to help you gain strength, wisdom, and to know your self-worth to move forward. So there's something to do with that. So, and it also could be if you are too much in your humor that you haven't dealt with that grief. And we do need to feel those feelings. It's just not, we don't need to carry them with us or bleed all over everyone else. Okay, so let's go ahead and get an essential oil card for you. We have dill, and it says clearing. The trigger statement is none of this matters, and the true statement is I am clear. Feel as any external energy is cleared from you and your space. You are energetically pure and can focus on the task at hand. So if there's anything left over, any fragments, this is a good time to do cord cutting, do cleansing, something like that. So you might have some negative energy still attached to you. You know, and sometimes we can feel when people are still thinking about us, riding by our house, things like that. So it could be something with that, or even friends talking. You might have to put a stop to that and tell them, listen, I don't want to hear it. That's over. Because people have a tendency to do that. I want to keep bringing it up, and you're trying to heal or you've already healed. So it could be something with that. And this is reset. So there could be a reset that's needed here. Okay? So let's go ahead and get some tarot cards for you. Sometimes we might even have to get away from the group. Like if we both shared a group of friends and they're going back and forth between, you might have to take a break from it, bottom line, because some people just don't want to hear it. I mean, you can tell them, like, I don't want to hear it anymore, and they just keep it up. 8 of Wands, yeah, see, this is taking action, moving forward. Taking action to move away from something. Or just, you know, bottom line, put your foot down, right? The Fool is taking a risk, starting a new journey. It might be time to start something new here, Gemini. All right. Let's see what else. We have the 4 of Coins. Keep stuff to yourself. Don't tell everybody everything. Not everybody has your back. Sometimes people like to run with that and use it against you and go back and spread the rumor again. We have the Fool twice. So there's definitely something here you need to take a risk or start a new journey on, Gemini. So it could be, you know, maybe this is a toxic situation. So let's say. It could be the person that you broke up with or you're not with anymore is using these people as a way to get through to you or find out what you're doing, things like that. We do have the Magician coming through. So this is about you have on all the tools you need to manifest something. So if you're looking for something new, you know, bottom line, you have the tools to do it. We do have the 5 of Swords. There's conflict, though, that could be stopping this. So, like I said, I feel like it's some energy around you, and you need to cleanse that energy. So let's go ahead and get a Secret Garden card, one flipped over. So we have Adapt and Dare. There's that Fool card again, taking a risk. Take a risk and fly. So this could be, you know, metaphorically fly, or it could actually be, you know, literal flying. Maybe you need to fly and take a trip somewhere, right? And then we have adapt. You will get yourself where you want to be. Yeah. So, but you have to take that action, but you will get to where you want to be. But I feel like there's some boundaries needed here, and maybe even a separation. All right. So that is yours, Gemini. Okay, Cancer. Let's go ahead and see how this collective reading is connecting with you, more specifically. So we have love. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. So something to do with a love connection, or how you express love, something like that. We do have self-esteem. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. So it could be something to do with your self-esteem. Maybe you're settling. Maybe you're allowing people to step all over you or not treat you with respect because of this self-esteem. Because you know, a lot of people can take advantage of kind souls. So it could be something with that. It doesn't have to be a relationship. It could also be friends, family, co-workers, whoever. All right, so let's get an essential oil card. So that's why we need to have that heart and mind balanced, so we can think logically as well as master those emotions. So now we have Yang Yang, awaken. Trigger statement, I don't know what to do. And the true statement is, every moment is a new opportunity. Take time today to engage your senses and create. The tension that has been dividing your head and heart is leaving. There you go. So if you throw yourself into some kind of thing, something that you can create, what you love to do, this will help you to balance out that energy. It is leaving, but it might be you're too focused on, you know, your emotions, or you're too focused on what you're thinking. And to clear that, you might want to go out and do whatever you love to do. Maybe take up a new hobby like painting, or, you know, writing, or whatever it is. So that will clear your head. We do have cleansing on the bottom, so definitely you need some cleansing here, okay? And it's purification. So even like the, you know, a saltwater bath with some, you know, aromas and candles, some cord cutting even if you have to. So whatever it is, all right? So let's get some tarot. So we have the Ace of Wands. Yeah, see, this is a new beginning. Do something that's really, you know, lights your spark up. You know, that's passion. Your passion. Maybe it's something you haven't done in a long time. Gardening or whatever it is. Of course, now it's winter here in the States. But, you know, you could still do like a little herbal garden inside. Whatever it is, okay? Do something like that. It might be time to, you know, take some time for you to think things through. And that creativity can help you, you know, sort things out with this Hermit card. This also could be a Virgo. So let's see what else. Yeah, King of Swords, very logical, very analytical. So that might be what you're into now. But we do have the Page of Cups, which is like those emotions, that beginning of those emotions, expressing our emotions. So I feel like there's some work to be done about either overthinking the extremes of it. Either you're overthinking or you're too emotional, and coming together in the center of that, okay? And creating something is going to help, whether it's baking, cooking, gardening, whatever it is. If you don't have one, find something. Join a painting class or something, and it's going to clear up your mind and everything, okay? So we got one more tarot card here. And you might even meet, you know, a lot more aligned people there. We have the Eight of Wands. Yes, Spirit and the universe are telling you to take action, you know? Take action and make this decision here. You know, don't think too much about it. Just make a decision and do it. Just make the decision that you're going to do it, and you're going to do it. Tomorrow is Saturday. Go out there and look for a class. Go out there and put yourself into something that you can do, whatever it is, okay? So let's go ahead and get a Secret Garden card. We have Dare. Take a risk and fly. Maybe take a day trip or a weekend trip and go take book a flight. Spur of the moment. Whatever it is. Okay? So, take a risk. Capricorn. Geez, maybe you'll meet a Capricorn. Cancer. And put yourself out there. All right? So, let's go ahead and get into Leo. Okay, Leo. So, we are going to get into how this balancing the heart and mind, leaving old patterns of belief or how we were taught behind us. So we can expand and bring in our abundance and all that stuff. So let's see what's coming up for you specifically. Sign of Leo, my Leo friends, what's coming up? So we have change. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. So definitely like the Eight of Wands energy, moving forward, taking action, change. Everything, that's one consistency of life is change. There's nothing we can do about it. We can accept it and go with it and have that come in, our transformation. So on the bottom, we have discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. So there might be needing some discipline. You know, you might be holding on to things from the past or not willing to put the effort in or take that action to move or change or transform. So let's see what's coming up with the essential oil cards for you, Leo. Okay, so we have Melaleuca, evolution. Well, that goes with change, right? And it says the trigger statement is things will never change. So it's like a mindset, you know, realizing that things will change and you have to accept them and actually take action on them, right? And leave things behind and not hold on to that. The true statement is I attract only what is for my highest good. Well, that's a beautiful statement right there, right? It says the imbalances in relationships that have been keeping you down are no longer needed. You are ready to transform. So Leo, this is coming in, but you're still clinging to something. And only you know that. It's going to be different for all of you. But there's some kind of holding on to something and are not accepting change to come in. We do have the Douglas fir with resolution. So there could be something that needs to be resolved in your life. Relationship, some old belief system, some healing, whatever that is specifically to you, Leo, okay? It's going to resonate differently for everybody. So let's see what some tarot cards are coming in. So we have the Two of Cups. So this could be about relationships. Two of Cups is all about partnerships and relationships. It doesn't just have to be romantic, but it could be. It could be any kind of connection. Friends, co-workers, whatever. So there's something with that. So there needs to be some kind of resolution. There is the Six of Cups, which is all about nostalgia. So you could be replaying the past, holding on to it. But only you know for sure what that would be. Okay, so let's see what else is coming in. So now we have the Star. The Star is an Aquarius card, but it is also about reaching for the stars, our dreams. It is also about healing. So I feel like for you, there's something that needs to be healed from your past. We do have the Seven of Wands. So this can be protection and perseverance, but it also could be defensiveness. So you could be like almost to the point where you're guarding your heart, you're defensive, things like that. So let's see what else is coming up for you. What is this one? There's one that's turned over. Wow, that's a completely different card. The Magician. Yeah, see, you have the Spirit and the universe are throwing in a little message there that you have all the tools you need, but you're holding yourself back because you're clinging to the past in some way. All right, yeah, we have a Tower coming through. So if you don't accept whatever this is, if you keep clinging on to something and don't allow things to change or transform, a lot of times the universe will do it for you. They keep giving you signs and symbols and synchronicities. And if you keep holding on and not letting that go or really realizing it and transforming, this Tower moment is going to come in, which is a lot more devastating. It's something that's shocking. It happens quickly. It could be traumatic, but something will come crumbling down here. And we do have the Queen of Coins. So this is stability. So I feel like you're almost standing your ground, like, I'm not going to do it. And the universe has been sending you signs here, Leo. So whatever that is, you know, it might be time to accept that some things we can't hold on to forever. All right. So let's see what else. Things are going to change, whether we like it or not. So we have release, lighten your load. So there's something here that's telling you to release again, Leo. So unless you want this Tower moment to come in, it might be time for you to release something and allow this transformation and change to come in. All right, so Virgo, let's get yours. Let me just flip these around a little bit. Okay, Virgo, let's see what's coming up for you. We have gratitude. I'm thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. So Something about gratitude. And we do have perseverance here. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. So 2 beautiful cards, and they look, the colors are almost identical. It's just opposite, right? So beautiful. So there's something here that you've been persevering. There's gratitude. Possibly, maybe you need to be more grateful for the things that you have. Maybe you are, you know, not realizing the blessings that you do have, or maybe those things that have happened that have been obstacles and moving things out of your way, you took as like, why did that happen to me? Instead of like, this happened for me. So it might be that. So take a look at that. Be grateful. The universe is saying be grateful for those things that got moved out of your way because they were not in your highest good. So let's see what else. All right. So we have cedarwood with connection. So it could have been about a relationship. Maybe somebody left your life, ghosted you, something happened. But the universe was saying they were just not aligned with you. They weren't the best option for your highest good. And we have the trigger statement as it is too much. And the true statement is I'm grounded in my body. Use your empathetic abilities to connect with others. Discern the information you receive and do not take on what is not your own. So you could be an empath here too. So watch your energy, okay, Virgo? We do have hope on here. And it says trigger statement, I will not forget. It's time to let go of that past. Realize things happened for you, not to you. And move forward with that. It was not good for you, Virgo, okay? The sooner you realize that, you'll open up to new connections and situations. Okay, so we have, I keep turning these upside down. We have the Hermit. There you are. There you are, empowered. It's time to take back your power, okay? Don't let these obstacles and things that have happened in your past hold you back. You have a lot of power, and it is time to do that. We have the Lovers on the bottom, so this could have been a relationship. This also could be a Gemini card. It's also about choices we make. You have the choice whether you want to move forward or stay stuck. Or whether you want to look at that as a negative aspect or it was against you or that victim mentality, you have the choice. We do have death and rebirth here. Be like this phoenix and rise. It's time for you to. All those things that happen to you, those challenges, rise from those ashes. Okay, that also could be a Scorpio. We have the Prince of Pentacles on the bottom. Ground yourself as well. Okay, so let's see what else is coming up. And we have the Moon. We're not going to know all the outcomes. It can be scary to not know everything that's going to happen. This also can be a Pisces. But this is also saying to tap into your subconscious, your intuition, and pay attention to that. You know, we don't know all the answers. We just have to keep moving forward with the strength and wisdom that we have gained through those challenges. All right? And then on the bottom, we have that Two of Cups. It's about connections again. So I really feel like this is something about connections. I feel like you've lost some kind of power because of some situation that maybe broke up, ghosted, something happened. And you're taking that personally and holding on to that. And you need to let that go. Okay? So let's go ahead and close your message with a Garden Secret card. Secret Garden card. We have generosity, sow seeds of kindness. So it might be time to step outside of yourself and help others. It's a good time to do it here in the States. We have Thanksgiving coming up. You can do a lot of volunteering work. We can also do it for Christmas. So stepping outside of yourself, and sometimes that's what we need to do. So we're not focused on all the things we are doing or playing victim or things like that. Okay? So that is yours, Virgo. Let's go ahead and get into Libra. Let me get all these cards back. Okay, Libra. Let's see what's coming up for you. We have doubt. I release the need to know all the answers. So you might be doubting things, wanting to know all the answers. You know, bottom line, we're not going to know all the answers. Even if we think you do, we don't know all the answers. So stop doubting yourself here, okay? Happiness. I'm aware that being happy means that I'm on the right path. You know, the spiritual journey is a very hard journey. If everybody thinks it's all butterflies and rainbows, they're not on the journey. It's a lot of ups and downs. You go through the dark night of the soul. There's a lot of shadow work. There's healing. So, you know, this, the bottom line is saying you have to create your own happiness as well, okay? So, let's see what else is coming up. Let's get an essential oil card. Oops, wow, that one. Okay, well, we have forgiveness. So there could be some forgiveness that you need to do, whether it's yourself or somebody else. And we don't do forgiveness for the other person as much as we do it for ourselves, okay? Doesn't mean you have to get back with that person. Doesn't mean they'll ever come back and apologize. It means for your own happiness and well-being, you need to let it go, okay? It says, trigger statement, I did not deserve this. See, that's kind of being like, yeah, you might not have deserved it. And I'm not saying that at all. But the thing is, if we stay in that like, oh, I'm a victim, we're never going to be that victor. So this is the true statement, I forgive. So we're not in that victim mentality. That we are not being weakening ourselves or lowering our vibration or being bitter or all that. It says, allow the labels of judgment to disappear. See the situations and individuals through their heart. Forgive yourself. Okay, so this might be a lot about forgiving yourself. We do have on the bottom receptivity. So stepping more into that receptivity energy as well. So giving, but also receiving back, right? So that divine feminine, divine masculine, balanced energy. Heart and mind, balanced energy. And you are the scales. So you can do it. All right, let's go ahead and get some tarot. We have the Seven of Wands. This can be a defensiveness, but it also is perseverance, persevering through things, setting healthy boundaries. So there can be a thin line between whether we are defensive and closed off or if we are just setting healthy boundaries, right? We're still engaging, but we're setting boundaries, right? We also have the Eight of Swords on the bottom, feeling trapped, you know? So if we're more in that victim mentality or that trapped or feeling like things are happening to us, then we're going to feel like that trapped energy or that victim mentality. So we got to get out of that, okay, Libra? And, you know, no, nobody's saying that you deserved it or you should, anybody should have to go through that. But unfortunately, that's life. We all have those experiences. It's just how we handle those experiences, how we deal with those experiences. So now we have the Three of Wands. This is looking forward to your future. So that's what the universe and spirit are saying here. Let go of the past, forgive, heal, don't play victim, and move forward to your future, to empower yourself to your future. Ten of Pentacles, to this abundance waiting for you. Okay? All right. Okay, so now we have the Devil. Yeah, see? This could be a Capricorn, but this is those chains that bind us, those addictions, those temptations, all those things that hold us back. And then we have the Four of Cups. Feeling like things are a missed opportunity. Was it really a missed opportunity, or did the universe just move something out of your way that was not good for you? That's how you look at it, right? Sometimes we dodge bullets. The Moon is on the bottom again, so there's that fear of the unknown. Again, trusting our intuition. All right, so let's go ahead and get you a Secret Garden card. We have Wallflower. Look for the crack in the concrete to find your way out. I love that. Yes. You know, there's always a way through. You know, we can, like I said, we can sit there and think, oh, I'm surrounded by this concrete. But look at those flowers that grow through that concrete. They endure. They flourish. They don't say, hey, this concrete's in my way. They find a way, right? So that's what you need to do. All right. So now we are going to get into Scorpio. Let me get all these cards back together. Scorpio, let's see what's coming through for you. Oh, I already did Scorpio. That's it. Yay. Well, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and do one of these cards for the collective. Regret. I know that I cannot change the past. Nope. That's why we move forward and let go of that past. So, that is your message today. Thank you, guys. Have a beautiful November. Be grateful. Stay blessed. And, you know, just get through all these shifting energies. You're doing it. So, thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye.